Do you have any career advice for people like yourself who maybe have a military background and want to make the transition into development?
It's funny, when I got out of the military, one of the reasons I started something was because, and actually one of the reasons it was very difficult to make that decision, and there weren't other people doing that at that time. It wasn't that special operations guys were not seeing this need. You know, everyone saw what was one of the key contributors to the growth of these movements, right, was this poverty. But nobody really saw a path to go do that work. There were no one that looked like us was operating over there, right? So the first thing you have to do is, like, you have to have a couple first movers who are actually operating in that space to show you actually it can be done, right? I mean, like, we can actually do this work too. And that's one of the things we're hoping to do at Nuru. And luckily, happily, we're starting to attract a pretty steady flow of operators now who are very passionate about this. They saw it in their field in special operations, who are now coming and wanting to join what Nuru is doing. I think broader, a little bit about some thoughts on career advice for people, not just veterans, but folks who are trying to break into the development space. The first thing you get usually told is you got to get on the ground, you got to get to Africa, you got to get your hands dirty on a project. And what that usually leads to is some sort of volunteer project where they're building a house or they're, you know, working in a clinic for a few months. I would actually encourage, and that experience is important, right? I mean, it's important to get the right degree, right? Like, I mean, international development degrees are very important. The research and history is very important to understand. But I would also encourage folks who are coming from a non-traditional background that what they have to offer is sometimes even more powerful, right? So folks coming from the McKinseys of the world, right? Adding their strategic frameworks to the development space is really critical. People someone who has done a startup in the for-profit world, who's been through tough challenges and trying to figure out how to allocate very limited resources to accomplish a goal, right? There's a lot of really great skills there. In the military, the raw leadership skills that you develop, you know, when the consequences are severe and everything's on the line, but you need to make really difficult decisions when thousands of lives are on the line. That very similar decisions are made in a lot of the projects in development, you know, and I think there are a lot of non-traditional skills that are sometimes undervalued when organizations are looking to hire, that I think we need to push our thinking a little bit. There's a lot of great work being done in the development space, but there's also some disruption that needs to happen, right? Where there's still a lot of ground that needs to be gained, you know, in the next 15 years. And so to do that, we need people who have sometimes different perspectives. And those people are going to have different backgrounds and different experiences than what we're traditionally used to seeing in the development space.